Alright guys, got another video for you today. We're going to be building the chain guard for Booger and a set of handlebars. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. It's crazy. I thought it was going to be a two-parter, but it's amazing how much stuff you have to actually cut out in order to make the video a reasonable time. So now this is going to turn into a three-parter. I promise we'll wrap it up on the third video. But I hope you guys enjoy. Starting to think about what I'm gonna do for the chain guard on this thing. We got a kickstand, we're gonna have front and rear fenders. Now we need to build a chain guard for this thing. So I'm leaning towards aluminum. I've got some 1/8 inch aluminum over there. Some of it actually already has a 90-degree bend in it. So I could use that for one side, but I have to get two bends in it. So I'll probably have to just weld up one corner. Or I got some different pieces of sheet metal. I got some 1/8 inch steel. I got all kinds of stuff. So I'm kind of got to dig through and figure out what I'm going to use to make this clutch slash chain cover. Good morning, everybody. Getting back to work on the Booger. I don't know if I mentioned that's the name of this bike, but as you can see, we have I drilled the holes in this chain guard and it's now bolted up, but that's a little too plain Jane, so we're gonna add a side piece down here, and I might pop some holes in the top. I don't know, we'll see. We gotta spice it up a little bit. All right, so the clutch cover is done and installed. Got little gussets on each end. This thing is super duper strong. It's not going anywhere. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna work on is I really don't like the way these bars are set up. They're a little bit too low for my buddy, and they just don't look right on this thing. This is kind of a classic mini bike. It's got this nice custom seat, and I think what I'm going to do is build some old school style custom bars for this thing. And how I'm going to do that is I got this 1-inch tubing. I have my Rogue Fab bender, and I have a 1-inch die. Problem is, all the controls and stuff for these little bikes are all 7/8. So I also have this bar of 7/8 tubing. So I'm going to bend the bars up with the 1-inch, and then I'm going to sleeve it with the 7/8 for the actual controls to clamp to. So that's the plan. So I'm going to get bending. All right, so here's what we're looking at. We've got these two pieces are going to get notched, so this will squeeze together just a little bit. And then these actually need to be turned down just a little bit. So I left an extra 1/2 inch so they can be turned down and slid in to this pipe. And then everything, obviously, you want some sort of pullback, so we'll have to adjust these to give us a little bit of angle on here as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is go have some lunch and let the GoPro battery charge. Then I'll come out and I'll notch these guys, and then I'll turn those down, and I'll probably weld these in here first and then prop them up so I get the right angle that I want on pullback, and then weld it all together. All right, see you guys after lunch. All right, so back on the bars. Here's my two pieces of 7/8, which is going to slide into the bent pieces of 1-inch, but the inner diameter of the 1-inch is it's 3/4, and the outer diameter of this is 7/8. So we're going to turn it down to 3/4, so it's got a little 1/2 inch slug that slides in, and that will be able to weld it up, and it'll be super strong. All right, so here we go. We've got the bar ends in, and we've got these two pieces of 7/8 are notched and put in there. Now what I got to do is I got to figure out the angle that I want this to pull back at. And put some sort of a block under this on each side, and hold them there while I weld it. Test fit of the bars. They're a little tall, but that's kind of what we need on this thing. They feel perfect when you're sitting on it. Bam. All right, everybody. That's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. God bless, and we'll see you next time.